When I worked at JCPenney back in the late 1980s, everyone I knew was reading Color Me Beautiful and trying to find their perfect season. Like a lot of people, I didn't fit neatly into their categories, so I went to the cosmetics counter to get professionally draped. The analyst declared me an autumn because of the muted. I had no idea what that meant, but I dutifully wore those colors for years, feeling increasingly invisible. Fast forward to November 2022. I was in my advanced color training course with one of the top image masters in the world, Carla Mathis, when something unexpected happened. Carla had had us bring all of our accessories to class, and I brought mine in my cute little luggage bag, which was decorated with a picture of a painting by Leonid Afremov. And it was like the girl with the umbrella and all the bright colors. And Carla picked up this piece of luggage, showed it to the group, and announced that this was my palette. We weren't doing my colors at that time. I had done them with her in the past, but this was the first time she'd been with me in person. And I think somebody asked a question about my coloring, whether I was warm or cool or something like that. But Carla was confirming what I knew, which was that those bright, vibrant colors were supporting me in showing up as myself. I knew that instinctively, and she knew that by being with me. Today, I'm feeling like it would be fun to revisit my palette again. Since I lost my husband, I've been feeling more seen as myself and yeah, just feeling drawn to revisiting my palette, looking at my colors again. I've learned that our color needs evolve. We evolve as people. The palette that served you in one season of your life might not serve you in another. And as your first step in exploring these ideas, I invite you to download my free guide, Discover Your Style DNA, a guide to seasonal energy and personality colors. You'll find the link in the show description or at signaturestylesystems.com. In this episode, I'm sharing why your personal color palette should grow with you and how to recognize when it's time for a change. So most seasonal color analysts teach that your personal color palette is fixed for life. The idea is once you've found your season, those colors will always be your best choices. But here's the thing. When we get dressed in the morning, we're not just wearing a color drape. We're putting together complete outfits for real life. And life is constantly changing. We're changing. What we need from our colors changes too. The reality is your personal color palette needs change throughout life for several key reasons. One is physical changes. Natural or chosen hair color, you can change that, or nature changes it for you. And those changes dramatically affect how colors work together and how they work with your skin tone, which your skin tone and contrast levels change as you age. And then, I don't know, maybe even changes in your facial features, like developing more angularity or softer lines. Those things could even have an impact. And then here's probably more significant even. Life phase changes. In our late 20s through 40s, we often explore new interests and ways of expressing ourselves. This is aligned with developing our third function in the Myers-Briggs cognitive function stack. Or this is what Personality Hacker calls our CAR model. If you want to learn your cognitive functions and your CAR model, you can visit my website, signaturestylesystems.com, and book your Personality Insights experience with me. Then after about 50, many of us begin developing our fourth function, our inferior function. And both of these can lead to dramatic shifts in how we want to present ourselves. Yeah, just what we're interested in. Major life transitions like career changes, becoming a parent, losing a loved one, those things can also shift how we need our colors to support us. As we develop stronger self-awareness, we may need our personal color palette to express different aspects of our personality. Our color needs might shift as we move from wanting to blend in to wanting to stand out, or vice versa. And then different professional contexts make a difference too. You might be required to take a different approach to using colors. Even if the basic palette remains similar, how you use those colors should evolve. A color analysis that simply hands you a set of swatches misses some things that are important, like which colors work best together in outfits, how to create different effects with your colors for different contexts, which proportions of each color suit your current needs, how to integrate new colors that resonate with your evolving identity. Some color analysts now do recognize that changes happen, but sometimes it sounds like they expect these changes to follow a predictable pattern, like moving from one season to another in a set sequence. And these expectations that things always work a certain way just serve to alienate those among us who have a different experience. So here are 5 signs it's time for you to reassess your palette. The big one, first one, is your hair color has changed. Number 2, feeling invisible in your current colors. 3, you have had a major life transition. Carla says, anytime you've had a major life transition, you should revisit, relook at your colors. And if you haven't had one, I mean, every 5 years. If you recognize that there's a disconnect between your inner identity and your outer expression, this is one way that you can work towards integrating those things. And then number 5, if you have an intuitive pull toward different colors, it would be good to take a look at that. So here's something simple you can do this week. Choose one outfit in your current wardrobe that makes you feel both visible and authentically you. What colors are in that outfit? How do they differ from the colors you've been told to wear, or do they? Journal about how the colors make you feel. Thanks for being here for the Signature Style Systems podcast. Have fun being you, and I'll meet you back here again real soon.